Hi, this is yet another video tutorial provided by plugmystore. We enable manufacturers and distributors to sell worldwide. Check more at plugmystore.com. Let's discover the Amazon product detail page. We are going to do that using two very popular products, which are the iPhone and the Converse. The reason why we choose the iPhone and the Converse is because the first is a very popular item sold by many sellers, whereas the Converse is a very good way to show what is called parentage relationship and variation inside the fashion category, where for the same item you have several sizes and several colors. So first here we are going to discuss the product detail page, and on Amazon we are discussing about single product detail page. The reason for that is that if several sellers are selling the same product, their offer are all displayed on a single product detail page, unlike on eBay, for example, where each offer from each seller is displayed on a separate page. Here is a search of iPhone 6 on Amazon Co UK, and this is how the product detail page for an iPhone 6 looks like. You can see that you have the title of the item, which is very visible at the top, and you have a couple of refinements. So here it's about the size and the color of the item. But even though you would refine on a very specific variation, let's say the silver 16 gigabytes, you will still have several sellers selling the same item. And Amazon is able to understand that they are selling the exact same item because those sellers are submitting the barcode of the product, and the barcode is provided by the manufacturer, so by Apple here. So you can see that this item is available from £519 to £700. And if we go back to the product detail page itself, you can see that Amazon recommends to buy it from basic links, and then the item is dispatched and sold by basic links. You can also see that this recommendation is visible on the top right, and this is a place which is called the buy box. So the buy box is actually the best seller recommendation by Amazon to the final customer. It's not obviously the cheapest option. For example, here it's $5.69, whereas you could buy your item for $5.19 and 1 cent. Amazon believes that this is the best because of several criteria, and we will review that in a video which is going to be about the buy box. But for now, let's discuss the product detail page. So basically, you can see that on the product detail page there is no information. There are pictures, and you can see that those pictures eventually are zooming. So if I hover using the mouse, there is a zoom effect due to the fact that the seller provided a picture over 1000 pixels on the smallest side. If you scroll down on the product detail page, you will see the product description, which is below some marketing that Amazon does. And you will see a couple of product details about like the size and the weight of the item. So it's more important to provide those details. You can see that it's in bold, it's very visible, whereas the description is not very visible. And then you have, of course, the customer reviews and ratings at the bottom of the page. This is a basic product detail page at Amazon, but the one for the Converse looks a little bit different. If you are searching for Converse, we will take, for example, the Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star Core OX. So this seems to be the best-selling item on Amazon. Why? Because I did a search for Converse, and this shows first. And Amazon is ranking the searches by glance views and sales. You can see that when you land on the page, Amazon is not able to give me a price for the product. It's between £20 and £80. So in order for Amazon to give me the price of my shoe, I need to choose a model, so a size and a color. And when I do that, you can see that this is fixing a price in the buy box. And here Amazon recommends me to buy from So You Shoes. If I go down, I have again the product details, and at the very bottom, a description for the item. You can see that this is not very important, right? What is more important is the title of the item and the pictures of the item. On that page of that Converse, you can see that I have more information than on the iPhone because I have these refinement boxes that are a little bit bigger than the ones for the iPhone. The reason for that is that here I can choose my color thanks to what Amazon calls a swatch image. So the swatch image is provided by the seller and enables the customer, the final customer, to choose the color based on an image and not based on a drop-down menu like on every other page. So this typically depends on the data quality provided by the seller. Okay, let me go a little bit further in the explanations about the size and color attributes. So basically there are two different size attributes. There is the size, which is a free text attribute, where seller can provide something like 5 child UK or 5 UK. And that's obviously the same size, right? It's 5 UK. So as a seller, you should care about what other sellers are doing and try to fit the standards. If you do not provide the right sizing here, or if you have this kind of difference, it's not a big deal because there is another attribute required by Amazon, which is the size map attribute. You cannot see it on the product detail page, but you can see it when you are making a search on Amazon. So for example, here I have a Converse search, and you can see that on the left, I'm able to refine on the size. So if I want all the Converse in size 10, those are the ones. And this is basically what the size map attribute does. And this is just a numeric value, nothing else. It's the same concept with the color. As a seller, I can provide a color with a free text, like for example, pink white dots, or colors, or natural white, or white vice white. But Amazon also requires me to provide the color map attribute. And the color map attribute is what I can see on the left of the searches. So that if I want to display all the orange Converse from Amazon, I can do it very easily. Thank you for watching another video by plugmystore. Plugmystore, we speak English with a funny French accent, and we definitely are the best partners for international trade projects. Watch out for the original at plugmystore.com.